Hi, welcome to Think Human. I'm Chris, and in this video I want to talk about our picture of the world and the evolution of how we look at the world that we live in. So, some time ago we used to think that the earth is flat. We didn't even know that much about the place that we're living on. And then some time ago there was some smart people who figured out that just by looking at shadows falling on the earth you could calculate that the earth is actually curved. So yeah, indeed, it's true. The earth is not flat. And then for a while we thought that the sun revolves around the earth. It was this geocentric idea that we are the center of the universe, we are the most important things, until a lot of intellectual battles, and later it was accepted that finally, yes, it makes much more sense that actually the earth revolves around the sun, including with all of the other planets. And then we thought everything that there is our entire solar system. Again, the center of the universe with our solar system, galaxies, everything else, those are just clouds of gas. There's nothing else but us. Then astronomy advanced, we got better telescope and we kept looking around, and then we saw that, well, wow, like the star that we have, this is not the only star. There are many other stars, in fact hundreds of billions of stars in this galaxy that we live in. And this was incredible and this was mind-blowing, and we were like, wow, this was a hit to our ego again. We are not the center of our universe in this sense. There are like many worlds like ours. Although in that time we had no idea that these stars might have any planets or anything like that. We thought that we are still special in that kind of way. Then we got even better in astronomy and looking around, and we discovered that what we before thought, that our own galaxy that we live in with hundreds of billions of stars, that this is everything there is, the entire universe. And we looked further and we saw that there were other clouds with hundreds of billions of stars in them. And we were like, wow, okay. And there are billions and billions and hundreds of billions of these clouds with hundreds of billions of stars in them. And again, that was a kind of hit to our ego, maybe some people are really excited about this idea that our universe, the world we live in, is expanding, ever increasing in its extent. Now we're at this place. Now we're in this place where we think that we live in a universe with hundreds of billions of galaxies, each having hundreds of billions of stars, and we think that this is it. Although not quite, because we know that there are two different things. One is our own observable universe, and the other is the actual universe. The observable universe is only the part of the universe which has had enough time for the light from these parts to reach us. Everything else is just too distant and too far away. And so now we're here, and we think that this is all there is. When looking back to the past, every time there was this kind of step where we thought that this is all there is, oh no it isn't, oh yeah it is, and we kept going like this, and now we're at this point and we think that our universe is the only one. So I would propose that the next leap would be that this space that we live in, this universe we live in, is quite possibly one of many others. In fact, possibly infinite amount. If it wasn't near infinite, then there wouldn't be a point of saying it. Like, how could we imagine just a kind of cloud of like 10 universes? Like it's, when we get into these kind of things, like I think it's incredibly fascinating to think about, like, wow, these, like that thing, like that space, like where the universes float and exist in. Like, could we ever understand something like that? I think that is incredibly strange. And also the idea of the mother of all big bangs, which gave birth to all of the possible universes, the whole multiverse. Like, when we get into these kind of things, like even talking about our own universe and world, our brains are not equipped enough to truly grasp what even does light year mean. 300,000 kilometers per second. Like, can you understand that? No, I can't. I can say honestly, do I know what 100 billion galaxies mean with 100 billion stars inside them? I have no idea. I cannot imagine that. And when we go into the space of where the universes themselves exist in, maybe there are infinite amount of them, like, then it's the kind of ignorance and curiosity, and you really start to kind of feel this kind of strange feeling of how little we know and how strange this thing is where we actually live in. That this is reality. this, what we have discovered so far, how strange it is reality, and we are a minuscule, minute part of it all, and yet we put so much significance into everything we do in our whole civilization, which is nice because we're doing pretty well. But to put it into perspective, we're literally nothing. We're a speck of dust. We really are. And to think about that, I think, is very strange. So I just wanted to share some thoughts of our picture of the universe. We thought that, we are the entire universe with the solar system. We keep learning more and more and more. And I think now is also one of these points. I'm not certain how we could prove the existence of other universes. There are some proposed methods of seeing it in the microwave background radiation, things like that. But I have faith in how smart people can be, or artificial intelligence systems, to figure this out. And it's a really interesting time to be alive, to learn about these things and to understand the world. So just wanted to share these things with you. I hope you got some interesting thoughts. If you have any of these, please leave them down in comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.